Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture. Today is the second episode of Rant Sesh. So I know I haven't done this in a while. It's only been the second episode, but I had to figure out which one I want to do next. And there's so much news and so many things are happening in pop culture that some of it's like meant to talk about and some of them aren't meant to talk about. For example, like the video I was going to do today technically was supposed to be about Harry Styles and masculinity and femininity and men, but then I thought about it and I was like, there's no discussion. There's no need for a discussion from this. We've already talked about this, so that any person that's bringing it up at this point has been living under a rock, because I think a lot of us had this conversation not probably 5 years ago, probably before that. So there's no need to talk to that. But what I do want to talk about, which is a little more lighthearted, but more in a direction that kind of been irking me for a while, is the idea of putting popular songs in movie trailers. Now, I know that's a huge thing. I know that's a thing that's all over the place. It's been going on for decades, but there is a new trend that's been going on lately since a movie called Us that came out in 2019, directed by Jordan Peele. So this one was really nice because it was the first time we got into it, and the first time that we got an R&B song, or hip hop / R&B song in a trailer that was creeped out, that was slowed down to like a very chilling kind of sound. It sounded amazing. It was creepy. It was haven't been done before. I was really into it. So, and it pretty much, the song was "I Got Five on It" by Lunez and Michael Marshall. So, and I loved it. It sounded great. It was creepy. It was everything. But I guess it must have catched on to people who thought, like directors or producers thought, like, this is a great idea to do it in all the trailers. So, in all of black film trailers, as I should say. So, for example, the 2020 Netflix movie called Fatal Affair, which has Nia Long, which I am a huge fan of her. I think she's amazing. I loved her since birth. I think she's amazing. But this one had all the things featuring Joe, or all the things by Joe. So this song is a really good song. It is a really good song. It's a 90s R&B 90s throwback classic. Love it. They decided to slow it down, and at first I haven't heard the song in a while, so I was like, oh my god, I love that song, so I had to listen to it afterwards. But I started to kind of lean in, and I was like, this is very familiar. It's kind of like Us, and I see what they're doing, but I'll let it go. Because it's just like, you gotta do it again to show that you can do it. And it wasn't too bad, because it lined up with the theme of the movie. Now, there's a new movie that's coming out in December called Fatale. Interesting as the lining of similar words, or similar titles. This one's going to be directed by Dean Taylor, and the song that's coming out, it's in the trailer, it's all creepy and slow, pretty much is All My Life by Casey and JoJo. And this movie is pretty much about this guy that has an affair with this woman one time, and it turned into a huge thing where she's pretty much coming after him, and pretty much the whole Fatal Attraction, Fatal Affair, like, it's pretty much the same shtick. And that already pissed me off as it is, because I was like, oh, so great, so all black films is pretty much doing the men do affairs, and the white woman is in your face and trying to not let you go, whatever. It seems to go in that kind of direction, and I was not for it, because it's like, we've seen this before, and this is just recycled bullshit. So, but I'll be quick to put like I'll be quick to put my foot in my mouth if it turns out to be a really, really good movie. But I'm very confident it's not going to be. So they had All My Life featuring Casey and JoJo going through the pieces of it, and it just sounded so try-hard. People were just trying, like, it felt like they were just like, what? Oh, the Us did it, and Fatal Affair did it. We should do the same thing. And it's like, it just bugs me. So I know it's only been 3 of them that done it right now, but I want to cut it. I want to catch it while it's still getting where it's still climbing that overexposed direction. So we gotta stop it. We gotta stop it. I think it's stupid. I think if you're going to do it, you have to do it cleverly, and you have to put some actual thought into it. And I felt like Fatale didn't really do that. I feel like they were like, oh, R&B song, slow it down, make it a little bit creepy, done. And I was like, yeah, but that song doesn't really entirely connect with the movie. Like, it does, and the plot in a way, but it doesn't, it's just done before. And I'm starting to see a trend where I can tell it's going further so to A-list movies, to Netflix movies, to wherever this is gonna land. And it's just not good. So that's pretty much it. That is my rent session, my rent sesh for today. Leave a comment below telling me what you thought. If you felt this kind of like growing popularity of like, oh, R&B song and a creepy thriller, but make it less effort, you know? Leave a comment below telling me what you thought. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get more of my videos, and I'll see you all in the next video.